So I had an idea. Perhaps inspiration from a divine being or malignance from an infernal one. But I had the crazy idea of making my viewers, yes, outsourcing my work, making my viewers work together on a ship, but not be able to collaborate. And that's when I came up with the idea of making a bunch of cross sections with no ship in between it, splitting them up, divvying people into groups, and giving each of them one of these segments to work with. And they have to, fill from cross section to cross section without seeing what anyone else is doing. And then we combine them all together into one. So I pinged all the users in my Discord server, well, all the ones who agreed to it, asking them to react to this announcement if you wanted to be entered for a chance to randomly be selected. This was supposed to be just one ship. However, 21 people reacted. Exactly. Meaning, I could just make 3 separate ships, and nobody has to be left out. This turned out to be a lot of work to put together and explore and look around, so today we're only going to be focusing on Group 1. Meaning today's ship is built by Shadowmaster, Totally Human, Aetherleaf, Melazor, Trickster the Floret, Zenio, and Juni, or Buni. And I don't know how to pronounce a :3. I'm a cishet man. Now, for my sake, I just made them into 7 teams, with each of the teams being assigned a different segment. Meaning we have Red 1, Red 2, and Red 3. They're all working on the same segment, but one's working for Ship 1, one for Ship 2, one for Ship 3, and the same with 7 different colors. The colors were picked in no particular order, so they couldn't figure out which part of the ship they were working on. Don't worry, everyone had the chance to opt out of having their name used, or having their messages included, everything. Ethically sourced chat bullshit. So I just divvied them up into groups, and each one was given 2 weeks. And here I am 2 weeks later. Alright, we're finally in here. It's Saturday, the day after the due date. I'm finally going to actually put all these things together and see what they look like. No, I haven't seen a lick of any of these segments, so I'm going to be just as blind as you are. Now, we had 3 teams. One of the team actually had 2 people didn't submit, something came up, or whatever. But funny enough, the things that were missed were this section and this section, and it was on ship number 3. So I'm going to build 1 and 2 now. We have a very brave and generous volunteer who is going to make the back section, and funny enough, he just happened to be the first one to volunteer, but, well, he also had this section on this exact boat. So I guess he gets the award of doing almost half of an entire boat alone. So everyone say thank you to Stu for doing almost half of an entire boat alone. He will get the did almost half of an entire boat alone award. Now I just gotta start transferring stuff over. And I'm realizing that my RimWorld being open is significantly slowing my computer. And that I didn't really take a close look, but Shadowmaster included extra blueprints called Magic Wand and Wizard Orb, so let's see what the hell happens. So now this is kind of sick looking. This is black, which I do believe is the 4 of the ship. This is an insane... Well, they got the direction right. This is Shadowmaster's segment. Did they? Okay, thank God they didn't actually give us explosives right here. Oh, there's glass here. Okay, this is kind of insane right now. This is a turret with spin blocks. And some crazy... Come on, we got the crazy ass tentacle cheese. Tentacle cheese sounds nasty, actually. Okay, this is kind of an insane start. Oh my god, they're giant ass jets. I didn't even realize. Oh my god, are these all jets? Are they only held on by wood? This is a pretty spendy ass jet to only be held on by wood. I'm gonna be honest. Ooh, some asymmetry. I'm gonna make this the first one, so I don't actually have to transfer everything over to this, because that would be a nightmare. Ah, you see, I put a lower deck. I wanted to see what people would do with this, and I'm glad our first one already did something unique and kind of goofy. I wanted to see what people would do when given a deck that they know for a fact is below the waterline, because that blue glass is the waterline. So it seems they turned it into a sort of underwater viewing room. All right, our next one after black is red. All right, so by totally human, we have... Oh my god, there's gonna be so many sub-vehicles. Oh, there's gonna be so many sub-vehicles. Alright, it's a little, aircraft carrier segment. Dear god, if any more people did sub-vehicles, it's just gonna be a nightmare drone swarm. Oh, some elaborate interior work I can see. We'll do a full tour of the interior, but... Yeah, why are these, like, separate fleets? Oh god, from the depths, I'm gonna be dealing with so much nonsense. I can't be having you break on me as well. Okay, for some reason there's 2 entries. There's 2 entries in this list for each of these. God help me. Alright, one last run through looking at no structurals. Are there any? Holy shit. There are so many weapons on just this one segment alone. Oh, well, this segment's gonna go up like a firework. If anything ever hits it, so... God himself be damned if this thing is not going to dish out a lot of punishment before that ever comes to be. I'm excited to see what that thing looks like from the inside. I'm also... Whoa. These turned. Can these flip around to be backwards? Because that's kind of sick. I also want to reapply connection rules. Just because I don't like having it scream that the connection rules are off. Oh my god, I see it. So these... Alright, I will be sure to adjust the angle, because having these helicopters fly around the ship is sick. I don't know if these... Here, let's see. If they have movement configured, then I assume they're going out on their own. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, so these are just going to circle around the thing. That is cool. And speaking of circling, this twitchy motherfucker over here. What is wrong with you? Why can't you be more like your brothers? Somewhere in here is a spinning something. Where is it, though? Unless it's further down, and absolutely everybody knows the whole technique of using angled tractor beams. It looks like every single person and their mother knows the angled tractor beam technique, so... Oh, look who finally decided to sort out... No, they didn't manage to sort themselves out. They're still upside down. This is insane so far, actually. I really like this. Let's continue on down the line. After red is orange. This is Aetherleaf's section. Yo! Sort of an Onyx watch vibe. What is the tuning fork for? Oh my god, it's a cheesy ass decoy. Dear God, so someone asked if we needed to add weapons, and I said, if you think you need to add weapons, might as well. It seems that everyone really took that to heart. Now keep in mind, absolutely nobody knew, well, except for the front and back people, or I guess the bow and the stern. Except for the people who had the bow and the stern, nobody knew which direction was forward. I have a feeling this this one is backwards from what the artist intended. Actually, no, never mind. I think so far everyone's got it right. Then again, I don't know how much this one orientation matters, but oh my gosh, this is sick. So I sort of did a misleading superstructure to see what you do, and this person put like an indented courtyard. I don't want to say courtyard, but there's just an indented walkable area. That is, I am so happy with how this has turned out so far. Oh my god. Up next is Melazor's section, yellow. Please don't have a lot of spin blocks. Doesn't look like a lot of spin blocks. A lot of cool shit though, and a broken rig piece. What? Whoa. First off, 2 N's on the name. Don't forget it. Second off, they seem to... Hang on. Second off, I would wear a cool-ass hat over my cat ears, and if I could, I would cut out a hole for him. In fact, delete all the decorations, grab this mannequin, slide it back a block. Now they're inside each other, as I wish to be. Oh, come on. Come on, the cat ears don't poke out. Ah. Can I make my head bigger? That's really not something I have a problem with in real life. Oh well, the cat ears are under the hat. Know that they're under the hat. But I put a hat on. Have some respect. I'm the captain of this floating identity crisis. Very deep water guard-esque. Is there no sub-objects? What the f... Okay. Alright, so this is not the, this is not a combat section. This is the, 3D platformer spike pitfall section, I guess. Huh. Okay, this looks cool now. I like the way this looks. This inner segment. Fire. Now, out of the principle, I don't want to... I'm going to assume this is supposed to be connection, connected, and there is just some weird bug with the rigs. Wait, where did this decoration go? What? What? Wait, huh? Okay, look, it's like a different texture, and I click Q on it. Am I tweaking? What's happening? They were like changing as I was looking at them. Okay, hang on. I need to restart this. I need to just completely tear this off and reattach it. This person included a bunch of engine, which I do appreciate for the other sections. I need to just resettle this. Right, look, it's this big, chunky thing. I hit Q, I leave. No. Is this like... Okay, I'm going to assume this is supposed to connect here. Oh, and that being a chain makes it that. What the... Okay. Uh-oh. What happened here? I'm just gonna... I guess the mannequins are in ship space, not local space. That is unfortunate. I gotta quickly fix that. There we go. Alright, Trickster the Floret. And she chose to include the HDG stuff in her title. At least, I should double check, but at least I assume she by the HDG stuff in her name. Speaking of, damn, this guy is tall. What? 5 meters tall? Why are we sacrificing? Oh god, there's a gantry down here. Oh god, this isn't real. Or this is spin blocked. Alright. I'm not looking at that. We're ignoring that. It's not like I noticed anything, it's not like I really spoiled a surprise, by the way, because I gotta transfer over any spin blocks anyway. Oh, it's called Inconspicuous Statue. Lily. Why is there a bunch of blue shit all of a sudden? What? Oh, or do these have blue exhaust? It's blue. But it has completely gas clouded its own ship. Also, very bold move putting the ammo on the floating upper deck. Now, technically, you were supposed to connect the upper deck so it wasn't floating. That wasn't because I wanted everyone to connect it, but I just wanted to make sure at least someone connected it. So let's hope this next person, Zenio with blue 1, followed that rule. Otherwise, it'll just be kind of broken. What the hell? And while this is sick, there's gonna be a lot of drag added right here. It seems this one was the first person who properly did their whole ship backwards. I think I got that right. I did, assuming those gears only line up when you get it right. And by some stroke of luck, these little helicopter... Something about them gives me fish vibes, actually. They're like fish. Flying fish. Wait, that's a real thing. Regardless, they don't clip. That was the point. The final one, Junie or Uni, I honestly am not 100% sure. With white, the rear. Oh my god, there's a whole ass radio tower on it. Whoa. Am I? Shit. What the f- This shit's like One Piece, right? I don't know, I've never watched One Piece, but this shit's like... This is some One Piece bullshit, right? What the hell? Okay, the other two ships are going to have a lot of competition. Sadly, our anime girl got turned into a robot. Please connect this rope to somewhere further ahead. Okay. Also, make sure you drink plenty of water for reset. I'll have you know, I'm not a furry, but I am drinking water and I do suffer in the heat. But everyone should be drinking water. I actually have with me water and homemade Coke. Like the original recipe of Coke. Here, you know what? I'm gonna try something. If I don't touch the anime girl, if I can keep my hands from touching the anime girl, do I keep her as anime girl? Because she only turned into robot when I looked at her. Or when I touched her. This is like the myth of Orpheus, who, when coming back from the underworld, couldn't look at his wife or girl or whatever she was, honestly. I can't remember. But if he looked at her, she would disappear and go straight back to the underworld. This is like that. If I touch the anime girl, she ceases to be. Okay, so now... We finally had an overlap issue. Please tell me this doesn't overlap. It doesn't. This inconspicuous statue is now suddenly in a way scarier spot, and also the barrels are uneven. I might take the liberty to fix that. Should also probably correctly align the segments. That would probably do this dope-ass back section a huge favor. You know, I have plenty of water here, but also I have homemade Coca-Cola. I took the original recipe, modified it a bit, namely, of course, I used way less sugar and less lime juice. The original Coca-Cola recipe has like a crazy amount of lime juice. It's 3 quarts of lime juice to 2.5 gallons of water. Way too much. Now, did my anime girl Eurydice survive? She did not. Oh god, there's gonna be a lot of sub-objects, isn't there? Okay, thank god there's only 2. Well, they said to remove them. They said to remove them. So I am completely, I'm just following the creator's instructions by removing these mysterious nukes. You would almost think you weren't trying to build a ship and you were trying to sabotage me. I caught you. I caught you. There's something here. There is a command block, a slave action ACB, that will set off these nukes. Oh god, what the fuck? Oh, this rope auto-connected to something. Why? And why is our helicopter still threading the needle under it? What did you connect to? And nothing. It connects to nothing. Okay. Rigging doesn't like being moved between ships is what I've learned. So I will do them a favor and properly reconnect their rigging. Now, I mentioned shortly before they added rigging that they should add just purely decorative rigging in a video. I don't know if I had any influence on their decision to add it. I'm gonna pretend I did. I'm going to say I did, just for my own ego. And here we are. Whoa. This thing's certainly, these are, like, crazy-ass turning thrusters. Maybe a little overkill, maybe our, rear didn't keep up with it, but you know what? It pitches, it's dramatic. It's really cool. I like how I like the shape of it. Yeah, you know, I questioned this, but it works. Also, we needed the flotation for how hard that thing rolls us. Well, this seems like a slight oversight right here. I can't get down. Minor oversight. I'm just going to take the liberty of fixing that. I'm also switching this all out for beamed wood because this is going to be a massive performance boon for me. I didn't want to do any significant changes, but beams are way better for performance. So yes, I will switch that to beams. Now, one of the requirements was that the below decks could connect to the backwards to the previous one. This is the reason I almost always do decoration railings instead of actual railings, because they're solid, they're full solid blocks. Now here is a room that could probably use an air pump, just purely so it looks, please. Well, okay, so I'm just gonna have to deal with this water because I can't. I don't know why. Every time I try to place down an air pump, it just doesn't work. Oh. Yeah, no. It just doesn't work. Anyway, whatever. I spent like 10 minutes, 15 minutes trying to get that fixed. Let's just go in and enjoy the cool big-ass missile silo. Missile parts. I should have, I really should have expected. It's missile parts. We can go, we can go down. If we just jump off, we can go down. If I clip through, I can go down. There are so many ways. There are so many ways. I'm gonna get dizzy. For the love of God, the water is not helping. Okay. Thank God, we're out. And now here is our giant-ass spike pit that we have for no discernible reason. Interesting. Why are there decoys in this section? Oh, is this just... The idea here is it's just a completely, unoccupied decoy section? They'll aim straight. The person dead in the middle did it too. So if they're aiming straight in the middle, how close is it to center mass actually? It's almost center mass too. So the enemies will be aiming. They'll think the center of the ship has anything in it. No. Okay, so this one it's pulling me in. Let's cover you up. I don't know why this is missing, but I don't assume it's supposed to be. And then at last, but not at least, but certainly not at least. Oh my God. This is actually the most realistic ship internal we've had yet. Just ungodly steam pipes that will sear your skin off if you, like, move your shoulder a little bit too far back. Oh my God, a luxurious carpet. I have a feeling. Save this. So I saw the nukes. I have this weird feeling. There we go. Oh no, it just blasts his jaw off! No! That looks so sad. The ass. So for reference, that said aft, they changed it to if you're reading this, you have upside down syndrome, :3. Unluckily for you, I don't have upside down syndrome, but I actually do know how to read upside down. Weird bit of trivia about me, I can read upside down as fast as I can read right side up. I don't know why, but I just have that ability. Let's sneak this off here. You failed to trick me though. Is this from something? Like, is this based off of something, or is this just a strange person who conjured this up? I don't know, it's still very impressive if this is like, even if this is based off of something. Because holy crap, just the amount of detail. What? The anime girl who was secretly a robot pushed me. You saw that, right? You saw. This is such a weird and such a cool design. This was exactly what I was hoping for. I'm so satisfied with this. Now here is an issue. Any of these that are using APS, suddenly their shells no longer exist. I just realized that. Now there is actually no way for you to transfer these over like how missiles do, so I'm gonna have to just manually do all these. I love this little upper segment where you can just, you know, doesn't really do anything. Oh, but What the hell are these? Oh, I guess these are just the text blocks. Text box is. Well, there we go. Listen, there was a time crunch for making these. You can't blame everyone here for having some little holes, some things that weren't done 100%. Where are you getting your AI control from? Right there. This is a complete and utter identity crisis of a ship. So now I am ready to watch it fight. God, how much is this thing gonna cost? Because people did not hold back with making it expensive. Also, it's a big ship. It's a big ship. You know what? That's perfectly reasonable. Granted, I don't think it could fight a single thing that's in its price range, but that's reasonable. I want to just see it. Crossbones. We'll toss it up against a high-level broadside ship for every faction. No, for like 3 factions. I'm curious as to what this is. This is creating something called the Magic Wand. Huh. I'm assuming that's a nuke. Where on earth are you going? Holy shit, there's a lot of missiles. What are these, like, gay missiles? Why are they so colorful? I like them. What are they from? I think they're coming from this backside. Are these missiles? I didn't even notice. I thought these were like some weird ass, like, decorative something or other. I didn't know they were missiles. Oh! And it one-tapped our radar tower. No! Did the magic wand spawn? What is this? Oh! The magic wand is here. And the magic wand hit. God damn. I see. So we have some proper meta shit here. Oh, is this Sea-Wiz working? This Sea-Wiz seems to be working quite well. Oh my god. There goes the entire volley. Oh, we do have pack cannons. I didn't even bother to look at what the orbs had. Of course they have pack cannons. Are they like on a turret on the inside? They are. That's cool. I want to see what this big ass cannon's doing. Okay, it's not as big as it looks. This is shocking. I'm surprised the barrels are so short. Okay, wait. Is it a railgun or is it not? I just saw the railgun pulse. No. No, it's not a rail... Wait. No, it is a railgun. Huh? Oh. I see. It's just got railgun barrel. Oh, and most of the gun is inside the gun. That makes sense. Nope, that's a good gun. I figured because I have seen Zenio's work in the past, and I love this fucking nuke. It corkscrews and leaves this big ass smoke trail. Oh, is it gonna land again? 2 for 2? Huge. Well, actually not that huge. It mostly hit the crossbones. Virtually useless superstructure, but huge. Wait, these things are... I love these little things, honestly. These are, like, actually stupid fun. Just a little assault helicopter flying around. That's a load of fun. Our gay missiles do not seem to ever land. Why are they turning back towards us? Are these like breadboarded missiles? Oh, another magic wand. That was a much better hit than the last. I'm not invincible, am I? No? I am not. Surprised with how little damage we're taking, I guess. Oh! Beautiful chunk. I guess really considering how many defenses, this team was way overboard on the defenses. Oh, the crossbones is like gone. I'm shocked it's still considered alive, to be honest. Are we getting a new magic wand? Oh. Come on, that's gotta count. It's still not dead? How do we kill it? No amount of damage kills it. It should be done. It's over with. So this thing's just a brick. That's really funny, actually. I want to see these needle rockets actually land. They don't really... They look pretty. I don't know if they ever connect with the enemy. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, the missile just straight up split it in half. Well, we get to see what they do. What do they do? What? What on earth are these missiles? Were they doing damage? Regular shitload of... Oh! You know what? I had a thought that they might be, but I didn't want to... Oh. Oh, so they're just distraction missiles. Wait, that's fire. Well, they distracted me, certainly. I was paying way too much attention to them. So it is a well-functioning decoy. This thing is sick. Thankfully, nobody built, like, walkable areas out. Otherwise, they would be getting completely gassed by these blue-ass thrusters. If you're standing here, you're gonna get a good whiff of it, but it's not gonna, like, instantly... Why are you doing this to me again? Man, looking at this, there's a lot of stuff I want to, like, just start tweaking. I'm in a far, far future episode, maybe I'll start putting my own touch on this. But for now, nah. Maybe. Maybe for silly things like, I don't know, this. I would not feel like it's destroying someone's vision if I did this right here. Right? But for now, I will leave it as true to the artist's vision as I can. And now, let's see how it deals with something a lot closer to its weight class. Also, this thing has crazy active defense. You know what? I'll try to do it a favor. I'll put it against a cram-heavy ship. Since this thing has very strong active defense, I'll let its next competitor be the type of ship it wants to fight. I'm curious to see how close these can get, because the Stronghold does have good active defenses, but, you know, huge missiles are huge missiles. So this is Trickster's Brickster. That's what I'm calling it now. And it hits. And it's moderately effective. It's just a flying brick, which is really funny. But I'm hoping that it has... The enemy basically just expended all of their active defense shooting down a useless ass brick. Wait, where do these... Oh no. Are these already out of power? That's a shame. Oh, Come on, come on. Oh. Oh. A beautiful hit. A beautiful hit straight in the center. Right on its main cannon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it looks like a previous magic wand is kind of stuck. Come on. It'll repair it eventually. Where are you going? Bye, I guess. There's a deep-seated confusion among everything that's happening with this ship. We're doing some consistent damage here. The APS systems are working fine. There's a million other sources of bullshit that are just, bullshit. It does, however, have every block in the game. Dear God. Except for plasma, because, obviously. No one uses plasma. I'm pretty sure that's a joke weapon. Do we have repair bots? Nope. We have our own missiles coming back to ourselves? No! Well, there goes that entire rear gun. You just blasted off. Oh, we're sinking. We're not sinking, we're just propelling ourselves down. Weaker minds might call this sinking. No! Okay, the sub-vehicle spawner is gone. Or the blueprint spawner, rather. Meaning no more nukes. I think the stronghold wins this. I am curious if we removed these pontoons, how the speed would change. I'm going to give this thing full steam ahead order. Then again, this is not hydrodynamic at all. So, really, I don't know how much it mattered. I was kind of worried everyone would start building, like, way outwards. I'm just temporarily removing these. Let's see, we're 42 meters per second. Let's shed some dead weight. Well, it's not dead. I think it's the only reason we don't capsize, so it's actually fantastically required. You know what? It gives us like 2 meters per second. I think one last test. Now there are 3 of these. This took way longer than I expected. In fact, it took about 4 or 5 hours. I think this thing is its own video. God, I can clickbait the hell out of this. This shape. In fact, I'm gonna let you in on how I do this. Hit F9, middle click, so unlock your thing. Boom. Boom, boom. There we are. There's my horrifically blinding thumbnail process. I think this one's just a little burnt. This segment just sat in the oven a little bit too long. This segment didn't sit in the oven long enough. They're just like very slightly off color. Alright, let's put it against, because this thing doesn't get the benefit of being, optimized. Let's say if this thing can beat something over half its cost, it's considered good. That'll be its victory. How much of this gets stopped? Not enough! Not enough! Damn it, one of our giant missiles got knocked out immediately again. Trickster's brick lands. Okay, do these things just not have, like... Did I essentially disable these by saying these can aim at the vehicle's lasers, but then set these lasers to only provide for the controller? Does that even work like that? It does work like that. I screwed up those missiles. Oh no, that thing's gonna go up like a absolute matchbox. Kind of like I figured. Yep. Okay, you know what? I messed our thing up. So we get a redo. It can also hold enough material to almost build a second one of it. Now these big missiles actually do suffer from... And they got knocked out immediately. These laser designators can't aim. That is... I say the blame can be put in combination. This section... Aether Leaf, I want to say? This section really, should have considered the fact that... No, this vehicle will not be steady or smooth. And you shouldn't plan for it to be. Okay, will we finally see these missiles do something? Saying that like it's not my fault they weren't doing anything. There goes Nuke. Now what did these do? Oh, big ass frag. Interesting. Oh, they really don't do that much. Oh, never mind. Is that what they did? I take it back. Oh, another magic wand. You know, it's kind of unfortunate that our main weapon seems to be on a pedestal in the front. I want to say our main weapon, but it's where a lot of our damage comes from. That is a significant chunk of our DPS. Next time, we just need to make sure every single person does cruise nukes. What the hell happened here? Did that... Oh. Did it get... Wait. Am I tweaking or did that change size mid-flight? I didn't know they could do that. Alright. I think we're winning this. I think we can beat the bulwark. Oh no. Guess not. Let's see. Where's our active, Hello? Where's my roller? Oh, this is one of those where it does the weird dual control that, just doesn't work. Oh, it was going so well. And then it capsized. Why are you... Oh, no. No. There's the problem. There is our problem. Pusher. I gotta repair it all to fix that. I should have done this earlier. No, because this was my job and I kind of just forgot. I'm willing to bet this whole thing is going to work so much better now that I have correctly assigned the propulsion to, dear God, anything but automatic. See, like, this one, it's pushes forward. This is a push forward steam jet. Because automatic control, it is so bad, it's unusable. Okay, One small issue. Pitch up. Okay, why do we want to pitch up more? Why are we currently trying to pitch up? One last time. Against the Alcazar. And we're immediately lagging like hell. I love that 2 of our things had little drones floating around them. Okay, there we go. It's got like a goofy ass mobile command center vibe with all of the like ships and stuff flying around it. It's like a less of a ship and more of a floating headquarters, you know? That's kind of the vibe it's getting, or giving. Kaboom. Kablow. What did that do? That, blasted a massive hole in it, but somehow didn't kill the, didn't kill this cannon right there. Which is really funny to me. As usual, the true secret to a powerful ship, just spam missiles. It's fine. You don't really need to balance or think about how your ship's weaponry should work. Just spam missiles. Well, sort of as I predicted. This thing's a bit squishy. I can absolutely see that... Oh, bye-bye. I can absolutely foresee that if we were up against someone with lasers or plasma or APS as their main damage source, this thing is just gonna choke and die very quickly because it relies so heavily on active defense. But either way, we are winning this handily at this rate. We're at 94% and it's at 84%. And almost all of its guns are completely disabled. So I think that's going to be enough for the next episode. Stay tuned to see what the second group made. We still have 2 more of these in the hopper, so if you like this or if you're excited to see what the next one has... Oh no, we're on fire. If you're excited to see what the next one brings, what other goofy nonsense my viewers have cobbled together for me, stay tuned for the next episode. But yeah, I'm trying something very different here, so if you guys liked it, please leave a like. It lets me know whether to do this kind of thing again. Ooh, 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 ooh. Please, so if you guys liked this... Aw, man, it was just a moment. I think it thought it was sinking because a nuke, like, propelled it downwards. Oh my god. Yeah. No, this, our ship won. Anyway, this is something completely out of my normal comfort zone. I'm trying something new, trying to be creative, so... If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like. It lets me know that you want to see more stuff like this. Subscribe to get the next one, and hell, if this one gets enough attention, I'll do something like this again in the future. So hop onto the Discord and keep an eye out for if I ever ping that I'm doing this again. You can get general announcement pings, and this is the first time I've used that. Either way, thank you for watching. And have a nice day. Take care. Damn. There it goes. God dang it.